Hello, today I'm with Julia, and today we are gonna talk about social development goals, the sixth one. Actually, the sixth one is the water usage and pollution of the water. So the first challenge is about the water is growing water demand and water security. 4,000 cubic kilometers of water is used every year. So it's triple value of what we used at 50 years ago. Also, the water usage is increasing every year, 1.6%. So the next challenge is the water pollution. 80% of the wastewater goes back to rivers, seas, and lakes and pollutes the environment. Therefore, like biodiversity is on a big problem. Like biosystems are getting destroyed with that plants, animals living there. So how we should like maybe come a solution with that? Do you have maybe an idea?
Well, I think that's a really hard question because we are I have the feeling that we're so used to having all the water access everywhere that we don't even think about the problems. So maybe at first we should make people aware of the fact that water is a resource that is not there forever, and we have like to be responsible about that.
Yes.
So I think the first very important point is to raise awareness for the people. And I also think that it's part of the companies that they should like convince people, or they should be a kind of role model that they can like, I don't know, show the right behavior, because otherwise people think, oh no, like companies, they doing what they want, so it doesn't matter if I'm being like responsible or if I try to change something, because I don't have that huge impact
on it. Maybe also like the big problem is like agriculture. Like 70% of global water use is actually used by agriculture. So maybe first of all, I think the most used water in agriculture is like giving water to the animals. Maybe cut some animal maybe meat usage in the normal life. Maybe some of that. Yeah, also like the big problem is insufficient access to safe water to the people. Like 2.1 billion people actually don't have drinkable water. Then 4.5 billion people don't have sanitation water. Like maybe in Africa, they are like in the Sahara, they are desert, they are like now trying to use sanitary water, use sanitary dirty water. They filter them like I think 20 times, and then 1/3 of the water that they mix it with fresh water, and then they use it like again. That's maybe some part of like maybe some solution. And
I think you have to come up with like construction there in this difficult area as Africa, for example. Because like the climate there is so different, so it's really hard. You have like to construct something that people have access to fresh, clean water. But it's a really hard topic, and I don't think that there is the one solution that fits everywhere, because you have to think about the climate, you have to think about like what is even possible in this country.
Climate change also introduces uncertainty to water supply, and also like extreme, like nowadays there's a lot of extreme water natural events like droughts, then floods, and some I don't know, it's like really, and then no snow. Like this year was almost no snow, and then maybe the melting of the Antarctica, rising the water, like the Venice is underwater like constantly, like in the winter. So we should probably start doing something on that.
And I think also, because you mentioned agriculture before, it's also about, I once read about the production of tuna fish, that like you have to use so much water, and it's really not sustainable. So maybe it's again like companies should change their way of working and production, that you can come up with solution how to effective, I don't know, rework your production, like what changes you can make to become more sustainable, and to I don't know, like to construct something that you can clean the water easily, and just like also to raise the awareness for people.
Maybe start with the companies to change something, and then infiltrate that change to the people, and then trying to implement that to people, and a bit less water.
Yes.
Okay. thank you for your time. Thank you for the interview.
Okay.